Log on today.
Welcome back to Down the Stretch, everyone. I'm Mark Cassano, and Big Trouble overcame trouble in the lane to run down Mr. Z and upset the Sanford for Tony Dutrow and Erod Ortiz Jr. Our first guest this morning will be saddling Kentucky Derby runner-up Commanding Curve in this afternoon's Jim Dandy. We welcome back to Down the Stretch Mr. Dallas Stewart. Dallas, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me,
Good
Mark.
seeing you, as
Yes,
always.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you had entered Commanding Curve in yesterday's curling. It was a softer field, and it was also a race that looked like it had more early pace in it, something that your colt needs. Why'd you scratch from the curling to run this afternoon?
Well, we think a lot of the horse. We weren't afraid to run him in the Derby. So we don't want to be, ducking anyone at this point. The curling we entered as like a safety net, because it was the race before the Jim Dandy. But I wanted some time to make the right decision, and given the little bit of time that we had, we came to the decision that the Jim Dandy would be the right spot for us. It's a prestigious race. Our horse is doing great. He's had a lot of works over this track. He trained up here as a 2-year-old, trained very well. That's when I first really started to like him. And so, he's conditioned here. He's going to get 6 pounds. I think he's on par to have a good race for today.
Are you concerned at all about, at least on paper, the apparent lack of early pace?
Well, the race is what it is. Sometimes you're in a race and you don't think there's no pace,
Yeah.
and you look up and somebody goes in 46.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to change our style at all. If the race is a little bit short for us and we come running, that's okay. We know the next one's 1.25 miles. So, we're very happy with him. Sean bridged my hands on him. Great rider. He worked him a week ago, loved him, gave me the confidence, hey, we're on target. Let's go to the Jim Dandy. So that's what we came to.
Well, I would like to take you and the audience back. I don't think you're going to mind. We're going to go back to the Kentucky Derby, and as we pick it up down the backside, Commanding Curve number 17, last at the top of the screen. He is going to run really big in here, and for the second year in a row, you saddle a long shot to run second in America's greatest race. Talk about this effort.
Well, he was back off the pace here. He's a horse that doesn't have much early speed. And Sean gave him a great ride, kind of kept him outside. He didn't get him stopped. We felt good about him going into the race. Luckily, we were lucky to get in. And, he just ran tremendous here. He's just going to kind of pass horses on the outside. And, California Chrome outran us.
But you ran big. And Dallas, when we spoke early in the year, it was toward the tail end of the brutal winter we had, you said to us that you felt that this was the type of colt who, come the summer stakes, would really blossom. Do you still feel that way about him?
Yeah, I remember telling you that. I do. He's a colt that he's a big horse. He's kind of a real relaxed horse. I just think he's going to get better with some racing and development over the summer. Hopefully, this will be one of the springboards to a good finish off of the year.
Now, the Derby was terrific. The Belmont Stakes not so good.
I don't know what happened. I really don't know. He came back good. We took him in there. We thought we were doing the right thing. We gave him some good gallops over the track. We gave him a good hard work in the race. Bridgman said he was just kind of pushing him the whole way. He just never got on track. And it's just one of those things in racing you can't figure out. He came back. He scoped good. His soundness, we gave him a good health exam. Very healthy, and we pushed on. 2 weeks later, we gave him a hard work. He worked good, so who knows,
Belmont can be, quirky for some horses, and then again, the Belmont Stakes, not often conducive to the deep closing style of running for Commanding Curve.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is there. I went back and watched the Risen Star, and he was laying second all the way around there and just ran a great race, but maybe his style doesn't fit there. I was hoping that it would. It was a Belmont. We gave it a shot. The horse came out of it healthy, so here we are today.
Does he have to show you something specific today in order for you to go on to the Travers?
Yeah, you want to run a good race. If we have to back up, hopefully we won't. But if we're competitive today, we'll be there.
Last weekend, you ran Unbridled Forever. She ran second in the coaching club behind Stop Charging Maria. Your thoughts on her performance?
I thought it was a great performance. Another race we just got outran. We were second. She came out of it good. I think she kind of needed the race, actually. She ran into Acorn. It was a little short for her, but this was a true, honest, hard race for her. We've been grazing her. She's been rearing up, jumping, bucking, feeling good, eating well. I think she's right on for the Alabama. I really do.
You know, earlier in the year, again, when we spoke to you about her, you felt that she could be one of the best fillies you've ever had.
She's close to it. I mean, she's, one of the second or third best fillies in America right now. So she gets a little bit better. She could. She's very sound. Both of these horses are just very sound. The owners just gave us an enormous amount of time. Take your time with them, develop them. And, that's our job. And their potential is who they are. So you just want to keep them healthy and let them be who they are.
Tell the audience for a moment, how critical is that to you, and how critical is it to the horse that you've got owners who allow you to take your time with them and do what you feel is best?
Well, absolutely. You can't be pushed. You can't be pushed into a race. You got to feel like, you have the horse prepared and conditioned, healthy, positive, everything good to be able to run at any level. So you can't get a push from people to run 2 to 3 weeks or a month before you're ready. And I've got great people that I train for, and I'm lucky the people that I work for. Very happy.
That's terrific. Well, Dallas, as always, we appreciate your time so much. Thanks so much for having joined us this morning on Down the Stretch. And we want to say thank you by giving you a $100 gift card and sending you to Jacob and Anthony's American Grill at 38 High Rock Avenue here in downtown Saratoga.